Text flirt game from or to.
All-out war has broken out in that house over the throw of one dart, and today a new comrade joins the front line. It's day 24, it's June 16th, my name's Dermot O'Leary, and this is Big Brother's Little Brother. Hello everybody, welcome to tonight's Big Brother's Little Brother. Hope you're all very well. On tonight's show, Lee, Peter Davey, or Luring Ladies Lee, as is otherwise known, will be live in the BBLB studio. We're also going to give you the first exclusive glimpse of our brand new housemate, and we go live into the Big Brother house in the Cameron. Agony Aunt Deirdre, how exciting is that, is joining us, and body language expert Dr. David Cohen is also. The first Little Brother's big news. Indeed, Alex won last night's weekly task, a darts challenge. His perfectly aimed throw earned him the privilege of picking which side he'd like to live on for the next 7 days, and up then the 3 housemates he'd like to live with.
Which side of the house would you like to live on?
The rich side, please. I'd like to live with another 3 people, please. Adele, Jade, Sophie.
The old knee wobble classic. Whilst Adele, Jade and Sophie were jumping with joy, however, Spencer and PJ were far from impressed about Alex's decision.
You haven't had problems with me. I've endured all week. But you took Sophie over because I like to keep neutral. I just can't understand your reasoning at all.
I know, it's just me.
I'm so happy Adele's over there, I'm happy you're over there, I'm happy Bab was over there because she was struggling. But so was I, mate, that's all. And I just can't understand that reason, the fact that I was neutral.
His neutrality is irrespective. The real issue is the man is eating with his mouth full. And right now, a brand new housemate is preparing to make his grand entrance into the Big Brother house. He's been kept in isolation at a secret location for the last 3 days. He's had no contact with the outside world whatsoever. His mobile phone has been confiscated, not allowed to watch TV or newspapers. But we at BBLB can exclusively reveal his name is Timothy Cully. Here, there's even a flyby going on right now with the exclusivity of it all. He comes from Thornby in Cleveland, and he is 23 years old. At 9:30 this morning, the housemates were informed of this new housemate and set a mini task by Big Brother in preparation for his arrival. They were given a selection of musical instruments, if they can be called that, including bongos, a kazoo, a penny whistle, and asked to compose a new jingle to welcome the young man. Now, whilst the housemates set about banging their bongos, Timothy gave his first exclusive interview to Big Brother's Little Brother, and this is what he said.
The bad news is this is number 368,492nd video you're watching today, and for that I sympathise. The good news is you found one of your guys.
I think the first impression is obviously the thing that every housemate worries about the most. And yeah, it's an interesting one for me. I mean, my video is not going to do me any favours.
Second thing to say is throughout my life I've been privately school educated, and yes, I am proud of that before you start whinging saying everyone should go to comprehensive.
But the worst possible way I could be perceived is just that people don't give me a chance and they see my application video and just decide that I really am just the most arrogant top.
I love women. I'm a great womanizer, I'm a great flirter, I'm a good talker. I get the girls I want, I try not to keep them, but I'm good at that. I go from one to another.
I do have a girlfriend, and we've got closer and closer as time's gone on, and I'm very close to her now, and I think that's given me, you know, a lot of stability to go in the house with. I'm not going to be going in looking for a partner like a dog on heat or anything.
My worst nightmare is probably to be ugly, to have no style and no money. Things I don't really need to worry about.
If anyone in the house fancied me, obviously that's, you know, it's a great compliment. That's what I take it as. It sounds really sort of arrogant to say, but obviously if they did come on, I sort of let them down gently and everything.
I'm slick. I'm confident. I'm good looking. I'm stylish. I'm well educated. I'm intelligent. And I think, to be honest, it's about time you guys had a little bit of aristocracy in the house.
Do I think I'll go out in my first opportunity to get nominated? Possibly. I just don't know how they're going to accept A, a new member, and B, a new member who's different like me.
It's officially all kicking off, but behind a great man, there lies a great woman. Behind this great man lies Johanna Dahl, his girlfriend. Hello, how are you?
Hello,
Very
I'm
nice
fine,
to meet you. Thank
thank
you for coming from Sweden this morning.
That's right.
He's a lucky fella, isn't he? Okay, now you've been with Timothy all afternoon. How's he feeling?
He says he's doing all right, but I think he's absolutely terrified.
Really?
Yeah, and he's getting more and more nervous as time is going. He's coming close to getting to the house.
Can you read him quite easily? So when he says, I'm going all right, you're thinking it's not going all right at all. You're really
He's
there.
restless, walking around, fiddling.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
definitely.
Absolutely. Okay, now, when how did you break the news that he was going in the house?
Well, actually, me and him had made plans to go up to university together today, but he phoned me on Friday.
In Sweden?
Yeah, I was in Sweden.
Yep.
He called me and
Did
said
he call
that
collect or did he pay for the call?
he paid for the call.
Good, that's good to see.
And he said that there was a change of plan.
Okay, and you said exactly what would that change of plan be? And he said,
Well, both him and me were aware that this call could come, so I wasn't too surprised.
right, okay, now what qualities do you think he'll bring to the house when he's in there?
Well, he's very outgoing, he's funny, and he's not afraid of giving his opinions, so I think he would be very entertaining to watch.
Yikes. Do you think, how well do you think he'll settle down in there? Have you seen anyone you think he'll get on very well with?
I think he's quite similar to Alex, and I think they will get on quite well, actually.
Wow, 2 Alexes in the house. Can the world stay on its axis? And you've been going out with Timothy over a year. Judging by other people's behaviour in there, it's 18 to 30. Are you worried at all about his behaviour?
No, I'm not. We've been apart before and there hasn't been problems, but I know he hasn't been in this situation before, and I think it's going to be a challenge for him, especially since there are quite a few pretty girls in there.
Well, I don't think you've got anything to worry about, because the way you've been talking to me, I think Timothy's round that. Okay.
I hope so.
And how long do you think it's going to stay in there for? Has he got the potential to win the whole thing?
Definitely.
Okay, cool. Very nice to meet you. Okay, now Timothy's arrived. He's just about to turn up, so it's time for me to make myself scarce. It's actually very close, so you go and say goodbye to him. We've got to leg it. Leg it! Now, I can't be seen by him. If I meet him or something, then I could be sacked, to be honest with you. So he's with Carl, his chaperone. He's been with him all day. As you can see, there he is. Now, just to recap here, Timothy is the one in the white. Carl wore with the headpiece in the black.
Bye, darling.
Bye, good luck.
Final goodbye to Johanna. As you can see there, she's giving him a bit of a pep talk.
Hi, mate.
You behave yourself. Come. Okay.
Cheers, mate.
Final frisk there by security to make sure he's not trying to pass anything in his t-shirt. Our security guards all very well trained. I can only refer to them by numbers.
Hi, mate.
I believe.
Come straight up.
I believe that could be B17. Just about to the last few steps. Now Timothy is going into the rich side of the house. The housemates had the opportunity to do that. The doors aren't open as yet. They don't want him in there. This is unbelievable. Okay. Just wondering now. As you can see at the moment, he's just stalling. The door's about to be open. As I can give you some little facts about him. Now, he does hate rhubarb and licorice. Now, there is a profuse amount of rhubarb on the poor side of the house, so you may well have to make do with that if he ever goes there. His favourite seafood, his favourite food is steak and seafood. That's otherwise known as surf and turf. And weirdly, and this is really going to freak you out, he fancies Margaret Thatcher and Cameron Diaz. I'm not entirely sure if that's Thatcher, AK-70s. And here we go. In he goes. He's in now, walking towards the rich side in the garden. You can see he's opening the patio doors to massive acclaim.
All right, boys.
Oh, okay.
This lad. Were you at the Newcastle audition?
I was.
Why, aye. You're the Geordie.
How you doing, mate?
Hi, Alex. Nice to meet you, Alex.
Nice to meet you. Sorry.
It's all right.
Hiya.
Adele.
Nice to meet you. Hiya. All right.
What's your mate?
Hello, mate. Nice to meet you. You're right.
Yeah.
Hello, buddy. Nice to meet you again.
Hello, I'm Kate.
Hello, darling. Nice to meet you.
It's weird being on this side now and being the one that meets people.
We've got.
We've got to start. We've got to keep
Preparing a song all
going.
afternoon. They might be just about to perform it now.
You've got to do songs with like, see how many to see them. Do you want a drink? Do you want a beer?
No, I'm right, actually.
You sure we've got
Honestly.
loads?
No, I'm cool. Honestly,
Sure?
it's fine.
All right.
Okay,
Ready? We have to make this
We haven't done this already. I'm nervous, are you? Tim, are you nervous?
No, mate, absolutely fine.
I know exactly what you're
Wicked
going
myself
I
up.
know exactly what you're going for, so don't worry. Ready, guys?
It's going out, it's a nice idea.
You can see the words.
Yeah, but if you sing along, we brought you this song this afternoon.
We'll make it up.
I was in the shower. Sorry, mate.
First time.
All right, next time if you can be a little bit more.
Convenient.
Well.
Oh, that's weird, isn't it?
Oh my God.
Isn't it odd, eh?
It's very strange walking in, isn't it?
Okay, unfortunately we had to come out of that early because we've lost sound there, probably because someone's using bad language in the house, which in the day of our Lord is frankly unforgivable. Now, I'm not sure if you're aware, I might have told you before, that in Keith Bailey's GCSE communication class, I learnt that 65% of all communication is non-verbal, and as the weeks go on, the housemates say more and more with their posture and less with their words and their mouths as they become more guarded. With this in mind, we want to find out a bit more about the body language. So, we've invited body language expert Dr. David Cohen into the studio to talk to us. Hello, Dr. David. How are you? Very nice to meet you. Okay, your first impressions, firstly, of the new housemate, Tim.
He likes to be in control.
Really?
Yes, absolutely. When he went up to Adele, she expected to be kissed twice. He only kissed her once, moved on to the next one.
Oh, that's very interesting. Now we're going live back to the house now, just to see how he's going to react to this. They're going to be playing a song for him right now. We should be able to see. I don't know if you can. Oh, you can see it right down there. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. Got this feeling that's the last time we're going to be throwing to that. So reactions, how has he reacted so far since he's been in the house? Do you think he likes to be in control?
I think he likes to be in control. I think he's sort of tried to manage his entry to some extent. He chose who went to meet him. He didn't allow them to overwhelm him. Everything that he said on his application video and his other video, he is a top. He thinks himself a cut above the other people in this house. He is presenting style, intelligence, and a bit of class.
Really?
That's what he thinks.
Right.
And he's even smart enough to have pulled back a bit from that and saying, oh, my video will do me no favours. But don't you worry, inside his mind and his body, he thinks he is going to be king of that particular castle very quickly.
Do you think they're going to bring him down a peg or two?
Do they have the ability to bring him down a peg or two? That'll be the interesting one for you to watch.
Oh, I wish you could stay
because he really is. You know, he's a guy who's king of the castle. He thinks he's going to be, in about 18 months' time, at Goldman Sachs, making 45 grand a year, plus commission, which will bring him up to 150,000. He fancies Margaret Thatcher, right? Has he not said to you he fancied Margaret Thatcher?
David, man, you rule. Okay, what we want you to, David, to do is watch a group of the next housemates for the next 45 minutes to see which housemates are going to try to cement friendships with Tim and which ones couldn't care less about his existence, otherwise known as Spencer. So if you'd go off now to one of the edit suites and watch it, that'd be fantastic. Thank you very much, David.
I'll try not to trip up, Dermot.
Try not to trip up. Watch out for that there. How random. It's brilliant, isn't it? Okay, right. Coming up after the break, Friday Night Victory Elite, Octopus Hands, David, we're live in the Little Brother studio, and I want to get the lowdown on the ladies. I want to make love to your woman.